Hiker Jay here. This week I'm going to be talking about an e-bike rack. Now, I've struggled to find an e-bike rack that would hold enough weight, and this one does it. So I thought I'd share it with you. It's the OUTFITR bike rack, and it holds e-bikes. I've got a 90-pound and a 75-pound e-bike on here, and I've dragged them all over Michigan the last couple weeks, going down gravel roads, regular roads, highway speeds, hitting bumps, and it is held up no problem. So what I'm going to do is I do a full install. I'll put that towards the end, but in the beginning here I'm just going to walk you through all the key features, the things that I think you should really be looking for in an e-bike rack, especially how it mounts up top. I mean, even the buckets for the tires are great. We'll get into all that. As usual, links are down below so you can check them out as we're going along. And if you could hit subscribe and like, that would be awesome too. All right, we're gonna walk through all the features. What I wanna point out is I have a tire on the back. This is not built for a tire on the back, it's regular for a flush, but I was able to use it with the tire on the back. I just couldn't open my back door when the bikes were off it. So what I did was I did a simple drop of 4 inches here, and it gave me that extra room, and now it's functioning great. I can take the bikes off and open up the tailgate, as well as when the bikes are off, I can shut it all the way and it can sit up away, and I don't have to take it off in between rides and such. Now this rack has platforms that each bike rides up on. Now what it does is it rides, there's a ramp that you can get on that side that would go, but I don't have a trouble. I put my front tire up and then roll it up and then lift the back one up. And then this bucket is great for holding tires. There's no tuning, spacing, all that junk that comes with the other ones. You put it in there and then you slide your back chuck all the way back. That goes back and forth. I'll show you in a minute when I take the bike off. And then you have these quick straps here and here. Even with this rubber coating right there to protect the rim is really great when it comes to that. Now here's where it mostly shines, is that it mounts at the seat post. So there's different features. There's ones that mount on the tire that put something down on the crossbar, but when you have a step through like this, you don't have a crossbar, so you got to add an extra piece to clamp it down. Why I love this one so much is because it's just clamps to the seat, and you can see that it clamps in really nice to the seats right there. Has a bunch of rubber there to protect it. This moves up and down dependent on you know, how big the bike is. This is so easy to slap an e-bike on. I'm going to show you too. It's a little unique, a little different. You're like, okay, so this right here will hit this when you're rolling off or on, and I'll show you that in just a minute. It's pretty easy to just lean the bike out a little bit, drop that down, and then you're able to roll it off. Works really nice. I found it works really nice too. I think I talked about this, but this wedge is probably the most brilliant piece. Right now it's hooked, so it won't slide, but it can slide back and forth, and once it's in the right spot, you lock it down. Oh, I do want to point out that I've got these brake lights that they make too. I added those because when you look, you can't see the brakes very well. You can certainly see your top one. So I added those, and I really like having it just for that extra bit of people being able to see you braking. The cables run down and they plug right into your pin down there. I'll put a link down there for those two so you can check those out as well. Now, let me roll this off and show you how to attach the middle part there. So like I said, in a minute, we're gonna go through the full install of this because it was not hard to build, but I do wanna do a quick, you know, take off and put on for you so you can see how easy it is to take one of these on and off. So first you unclip those, and then now the seat post part. What you're gonna do is you're gonna loosen that up, move that away, and now, like I said, you can't really pull the bike out because it's in the way. So I just lean the bike over, and gotta get past the pedal, no big deal, and put it all the way down like that. And now I'm ready to roll it off. If you had a ramp, it would hook there. I don't have the ramp, so I just basically grab the back of it, get it over that part, make sure I don't hit the other one, and then put it down like that and roll her off. Putting it back on, same thing. I mean, you got to lift here, right? And then I lift the back and roller it towards the front, drop it in there. Oops, slipped off, we're okay. This is that piece you slide there. And then I like to bring up the seat post right away, because once you lock in the seat post, it's not going to tip over. It's going to stay put now, so that I can go down here and do my lower straps and tighten those up like so, as they say. And has a little thumb draw. And now, oh, I always go back and tighten this. There we go. And we're rock solid back on. Okay, I took the bikes off because I want to show you how it collapses up, but I also want to show you one more trick. I like to take this center post and hook it up right there. Then it's not going anywhere. I also reclip all these so they're not dangling around. This one again, the bar, that way it's not going anywhere. And this guy up, and this guy there. All right, now it's just a pull of a safety pin and then a clamp there, and it goes up and it stays up just perfect. So I really like it this way on the back, because I can just leave it on there and then pull it down whenever I need to. Here is that handle, which I'm not going to be able to do without a little trigger. There we go. So here is that handle. We'll put it all the way down and see it goes there. But now the lock is set, so I can't pull it up now. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Pull this pin, do that. Okay, I got it. Not easy to do one-handed, but it locks right into place when it's folded up like that. Z-Fold platform, 2 e-bikes. That's what we're looking for here. Let's put it all together. I'm just gonna lay everything out first, get it all out of the box. This is one of the reasons why I really like this one, is because these are those seat post holders. So it obviously puts the wheels down, but then it holds on the seat post, which is a big reason why I want to go with this, because I have some step through e-bikes and you have to put that silly crossbar on there, where this will grab right onto the seat, work just as it is. Time to use the instructions. There is quite a bit of assembly, but I think it's going to be pretty easy, because you do, you know, one set and then the other set, and it's all kind of the same. All right, first things first, setting this one up. When you're setting it up, make sure you have your louvers up here, because this is where your runners will sit. It's got the grease hitch area. I just put the threaded the bolt and everything in there so I don't lose it. But then it's this one right here. I think it's a monster wrench here. What was it? 15/16. So, but you want to leave it loose enough that you can do that to be able to, you know, move it up towards your vehicle to stow it away. So that is that piece. Let's do the runners. So next step is you build this piece. So basically it's just taking this one and attaching it here using 4 of these bolts. Pretty easy to do, actually. All the way through. Tighten them. Now this one goes opposite, of course. And again, we just thread the bolts through. So with this now, you got to put these little plastic spacers in there. Not the easiest thing to accomplish. I did it by putting one side in and then running it through. And before I get to this other side, slide up. There's like a channel there for it. Oh, we got it. And then thread your bolt on there. So that way you got the plastic, lets it move nice and independently. Hook it onto a seat post. So this needs to be able to go up and down. So it just clamps on right now. So now I look over at the instructions and realize there's no more steps. And I also realize that I am out of hardware. So it must be assembled. So take it from me, I've had several bike racks. This one's the right one for an e-bike. Number one, it's built tough, can handle the weight, a couple 100 pounds. and it can also hook up at your seat post, which is super critical for that. So Outfitter, they did the right job here. I love how it folds up and away and stays. And then they also offer the brake lights, which are additional cost. I bought those. Some of the kits come with it, which is pretty cool. But if you're interested in one of these, I put a link down below. Just like normal, life's a hike, so hike happy.